Hi Jules, I hope you're staying healthy and happy and active, which clearly you are since you requested to have another video done. Today we'll be focusing on legs, glutes, and hips like you requested. So we're gonna start with footwork. We're gonna load on 3 reds and 1 blue spring, and then I'm gonna raise my headrest for comfort, and then go ahead and lie down and we'll get started. Place the heels on the foot bar, just about 2-3 inches apart, and then rest your arms down by your sides. From here, taking an inhale through the nose, press the carriage out. Exhale, resist it back in. Inhale, press it out. Exhale, resist it in. So right now we are working in a neutral pelvis, keeping a nice natural curvature in the small of our lower back. 2 hip bones and pubic bone residing on the same plane. And we're also working to keep our feet frozen. So try not to let your feet peel back and forth as you slide out and in. So it's as if our feet are super glued to an imaginary wall. Building some heat in the backs of those legs. Let's take the next one out halfway. Little pulses of the carriage out and in a few inches, making each movement roughly the same size as the last. Double check you still have a natural curvature in your lumbar spine. And then let's take it back into full extension of those legs for 5. When you finish those 5, let's come back in. Let's change to a Pilates V, heels together, toes apart, heels up on that bar. From there, slide it out, legs assemble, coming back in, knees open. Inhale to press away, exhale in. So with each exhalation that you're taking, you want to engage your abdominals, which in return will help you to stabilize your neutral pelvis. Holding onto the rotation of your legs, knees tracking out over those toes. Halfway out, little pulses. Again, it's always a good time to check in, make sure that you still have your neutral pelvis, natural curve in your lower back, 2 hip bones and pubic bone on the same plane. And then let's finish with 5 all the way out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way in. Let's do wide heels on the foot bar, legs externally rotated from the hip, just like in that last foot position. Inhale to slide out, legs extend. Exhale to resist. Inhale away, exhale, resist. So working just as hard on the way out, just as hard on the way in. Feeling those knees fully extending straight at the exact same time. Take it out halfway, little pulses here. Stay in the squat, open and close the knees, swiveling on those heels, knees in, knees out. Inner thighs pull the knees together, glutes pry the knees apart. The carriage is halfway out, but not moving. Keep the knees connected, pulse the carriage again. It should really be burning. Right down by the insides of the knees. Stay deep in your squat, open and close those knees again. Keeping the knees apart, press all the way out 1 time, and bring it all the way back in. All right, we'll set ourselves all the way up. Take one of those red springs up, and then lay back down. We'll move into some single leg footwork. Right heel on the bar, left leg extends out straight. Make sure your right heel is in line with your hip From here, we slide out, draw the left leg to tabletop, coming back in, extend the left leg over the bar. Inhale, slide away, exhale in. It's not a bad idea to place your hands on your hips. Make sure that they are staying level to each other, especially as your left leg is extending over the top of the bar. You want to make sure the left hip doesn't sink. Again, that boils down to using your abdominals to maintain level hips. Take it out halfway, small pulses. Keeping your three-legged tabletop is good. Then all the way out one time and bring it all the way in. Let's switch legs. Left heel is on the bar, right leg is straight. From here, slide out, tabletop, and resist. Inhale to press away, exhale, resist in. Do your best to keep your left foot flexed, totally still, 5 toes to the sky. Halfway out, little pulses here of the carriage. Good burn. Take it all the way out one time and bring it all the way back in. Switching legs, right toes on the foot bar, left leg is straight. Our right heel is lifted high. From there, slide it out and in. Inhale to press out, exhale, resist in. Working to keep that right heel lifted high in the same spot the whole time. So however high you can manage to keep that right heel when your leg is straight, that's going to be your maximum height throughout the exercise at this moment. You should be feeling it a lot in your quadriceps, that's natural, but don't forget to engage your glutes. Take it out halfway, freeze with your left leg in tabletop, lift the right heel up and down. Keeping the right heel lifted, little pulses. Press all the way out so your leg is straight, lower the right heel down and up. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Getting some nice range of motion through that right ankle joint. Belly is tight. Lifting that right heel high, slowly draw the carriage in. We'll switch legs for our very last set of our footwork here. Right leg is straight, left leg is in a high heel. From here, slide out, draw your leg to tabletop. Coming back in, extend. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Keeping your left heel high in the same spot the whole time. Reaching that right leg over the bar with energy, engagement in that glute. Let's go halfway out. Just the left heel lifts and lowers your ankle isolation. Keep the left heel high, pulse the carriage, gently, small. Slide all the way out, take calf raises. Inhale, low heel, exhale, high heel. A little faster, 5, 4, 3, 2, lift the heel high, draw the carriage all the way in. Let's go ahead and scooch off of our blocks a little bit and lower your headrest in case you have it up. Grab onto your circle. Thread the circle through the legs to the outsides of the knees and place the arches of your feet on the top of the foot bar. Press your knees into the ring so there's outward tension and line your feet up with your knees. Without moving the carriage, you're going to come into an imprint and begin to peel your spine up into a bridge, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale to stay here. Exhale to slowly roll your spine all the way back down, one vertebrae at a time. Little inhale at the bottom. Exhale, imprint the lower vertebrae. Begin to roll the hips up. Inhale at the top to stay. Exhale, roll the hips back down, one vertebrae at a time. Keep cycling through. Pressing harder into that circle at the top of your bridge. And at the next one, stay lifted. Start to pulse the ring. So I want you to feel that you're pressing evenly through both sides so that you're not playing tug of war with yourself. Holding tension on your circle, gently pulse your hips for small pelvic thrust. Then without rolling through the spine, simply lower the tail, lift the tail, straight down, straight up. Each time you lift up, press harder into your ring. Next time, stay lifted, pulse the ring again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take an inhale of slightly higher. Exhale, roll the spine all the way back down. Take the ring into the arches of your feet. Pull on the other end of it with your hands for a stretch on those hamstrings, flexing your toes towards your nose. We're going to do another round of bridge work. We'll set the ring off to the side. Place the arches of your feet on the bar, this time about 2 or 3 inches apart. Taking an exhale, roll the hips up. Right leg to the sky. Flex the foot, lower the leg over the bar. Point the foot, return. Flex to lower, point to lift. So right now, your left leg is working harder than your right one. And with your right leg to the sky, lift the pelvis up a little bit higher. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift back up 5 times. Think of making the same hole in the ceiling all 5 times. On the 5th one, you'll stay lifted. To replace your right foot, lift the pelvis up a little bit higher, then extend the left leg to the sky. Flex the foot, lower the leg over the bar, point the foot, return. Hips stay level. Right leg stays parallel, toes pointing forward. Ending with your left leg to the sky, toes pointed, lower the tailbone down and up, down, up 5 times. Last 2. Last time, stay lifted, replace the foot, lift the pelvis up a little bit higher, and then melt the spine all the way back down. Let's bring 2 straight legs to the sky, chest lifting up, grab your calves, flex your feet, take it into leg scissors, stretching out those hamstrings a little bit. Start to add a double pulse and switch, pulse, pulse, and switch. Point the feet, take it into single leg stretch, gently grabbing one knee as the other leg extends out long. Working in this flat lower back. Continue with your legs, hands behind the head for crisscross, opposite elbow coming towards opposite knee. Twist and twist. Pause with your right leg in tabletop. Do 5 rotations towards that right knee, keeping your left butt cheek heavy. And then we'll switch legs. We'll do 5 rotations towards that left knee. Then we'll take it back into alternating to finish the set. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees to chest, rest, nice job. Okay, we're gonna set ourselves up. Take another red spring off. So your total setting should be 1 red, 1 blue. Grab your circle, lay down with that. Place your ring on your chest. You can also lift your headrest back up if you prefer. We're gonna slide out for leg straps. So grabbing your straps off your blocks, slide the carriage out. 1 foot goes in, transfer your weight, and then the other one goes in. Once you have those straps on, right in the arches of your feet, take your handy dandy ring and place it on the inside of your ankles. Then we'll bring our arms down by our sides, and from here, we'll point the toes. From here, exhale, press down. Inhale to come back up, resisting. Exhale, press down. Inhale, resist back up. And exhale down. And inhale up. We're working with a neutral spine, so I want you to keep a soft, natural curvature in the small of your lower back the whole time. So regardless of whether your legs are up or down, there's still a soft curvature. Keeping the feet about the height of the foot bar, go ahead and flex the feet. Pulse the ring. Upper body is relaxed. Inhale to bend the knees to tabletop. Stop your knees directly above your hips. Exhale to push back out. Inhale to bend the knees, stopping the knees above the hips. Exhale, push back out. Each time you extend your legs straight, give that ring an extra squeeze. Notice the abdominals bracing with those exhalations. Keeping the legs extended straight at the bar, pulse the ring. Our feet are still flexed, 10 toes to the sky. Bend the knees to tabletop, reach the legs up to the ceiling, and then press down. 5 times. Bend, extend up, and press down. Bend, extend up, and down. 2 more. Last time. Keeping the legs low at the bar, flex the feet, pulse the ring. Should be burning. Let's reverse it. Go up to the sky first. Press into the straps as you bend your knees and push out to the bar. Up. Slight hamstring curl as you bend and press out. 3 more. Last 2. Last time. Keeping the legs straight at the bar, pulse the ring. Last chance to break it, squeeze hard. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knees, remove the ring. Take a butterfly stretch. Gently bring the soles of the feet together. Let the feet fold down, relax. Extend your right leg off to the side. Continue pulling the strap with your hand for an inner thigh stretch. Keeping your left foot down. Bring your right leg back in, open your left leg off to the side, keep pulling on the strap, flex your toes towards your ear. Then you can extend both legs out to the side, flex your toes towards your ear, tailbone heavy. Then bringing both legs up to the sky, flex the feet, pull straight down on those ropes for a hamstring stretch. Okay, bend the knees, gently remove 1 foot, find the bar, and then you can remove the other foot, find the bar. We'll hang up those loops, and we'll sit ourselves all the way up. We will change our setting down to 1 blue spring. We'll do some side lying glute work. If you would like to use a ball or a yoga block or something like that as a pillow, feel free. I'm just gonna use my arm, so my bicep as a pillow. Again, we're on 1 blue. You're gonna scoot all the way back and down. So your butt is towards the bottom back corner of the carriage. Grab onto your front strap, use your hands, reel yourself in, place your top foot into the strap, and then extend the leg out straight towards the foot bar. Bottom leg is tucked up out of your way, and we're gonna go ahead and point both of our feet. Hand comes onto the hip, we'll take an inhale, bring the leg forward. Exhale, bring the leg back. Inhale, bring the leg forward. Exhale, bring the leg back. So your strap should clear your shoulder block in front of your nose. And your spine should stay really still. Inhale, leg comes forward. Exhale, leg comes back. Bringing the leg towards the foot bar, flex the foot. Bend the knee to tabletop. Press it back out. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale out. Your knee stops in line with your hip as it bends, and then re-extends from there. Then we'll advance it, bend the knee to tabletop, extend the leg all the way forward, and then sweep it back to the foot bar 5 times. Bend the knee in, extend forward, and sweep it back. 3 more. Bend, extend, sweep. 2 more. Last time. And let's reverse it 5 times as well. Come all the way forward. Press into that strap as you bend your knee, and then press out to the bar. 4 more. Slight hamstring curl as you bend that knee. We never want to let our knee come up higher than our hip. Last 2. Last time. Then you're going to bend the knee in, take a hold of the strap, pull it through your leg above the knee, just like putting on pants. Knees are stacked, shin bones are parallel to the front of your carriage here, and then keeping your feet connected, open and close that top knee. So it's not a very big movement, but it's quite effective. You should be feeling that top bend quite a bit. Keeping that top hip reaching out of those ribs. Okay, good. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, good. Carefully sit yourself all the way up. Remove your leg from that strap. Whatever order you want to do that in is fine. You take a quick figure 4 stretch or a little fire log legs where you sit kind of crisscross, press your knee down gently, of course, or your standard figure 4 stretch. Okay, we've got to do the other side. So let's turn around carefully. You're gonna take your butt to that bottom back corner. And you're gonna lay down, take your strap, reel yourself in, and hook your top foot into that long loop. Extend the leg out straight, tuck the bottom knee up. Inhale to bring the leg forward. Exhale to bring the leg back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Our hips and shoulders are stacked. Our waist is long. So if possible, you're keeping a crack of daylight between your body and the carriage itself. And bringing the leg to the bar, flex the foot, bend the knee to a tabletop position, exhale, press back out. Inhale, tabletop, exhale, bar. Getting that strap to go right to the front of the shin as the knee bends. And then moving it into our full exercise. Bend the knee in, extend the leg forward, and come back to the bar. Bend, extend forward, and come back. 3 more. Last 2. Last time. Okay, let's reverse it 5 times. Come forward, tabletop, press into the strap as you bend your knee, and then press out to the bar. Forward, tabletop, and out to the bar. 3 more. And 2. And last time. Bend the knee in, take the strap, pull it through the leg, above the knee like pants, stacking those knees, one on top of the other. Open and close that top knee, keeping the feet connected and low. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, carefully removing yourself from this position. We'll hang up our strap. Take your figure 4 stretch or your fire log legs, either one. Give yourself a good stretch on those buns, well deserved. Face you. Pressing that knee down towards the ground. Feel free to switch legs if you want to do the other leg again. All right, let's stay on the same blue spring. Let's grab our platform extender and place that on so that it is flush to the wood frame. Then holding onto the foot bar with your hands, go ahead and carefully stand up onto your carriage. We'll take our right foot forward onto the platform extender, and then we'll walk our left toes forward to the edge of the carriage. Coming down into a deep squat, little runner's lunge, you're going to press your left leg out and in 20 times on your own count. Belly is tight. Most of the weight is going to be in your legs. Our arms are just kind of a little support system for us. And you want to be certain that your front knee is directly over your front ankle. So we're not like digging our shin into the foot bar like this. This is incorrect. You want to stay back here. Definitely feeling it through the quadriceps. Don't forget about those glutes and hamstrings. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing it in, standing it up, switch legs. Get your toes right to the edge of the carriage, feet in line with their respective hips. Squat down low, lift up the chest, and start to press that back leg out 20 times. And most of the weight is in our legs. Easy upper body. 10 fingers to the same side of that foot bar. Second side burns a little more, hang in there. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw that carriage in, and then let's go ahead and come back into an elephant stretch. It's a little light for elephant, so be careful. Walk your heels to your blocks, drop your chest heavy to your arms, keeping your heels down, give your carriage a slight rock back and forth. Letting that heart rate come back down a little bit. All right, lowering down to those knees. Take that platform, lift it up like the hood of a car, change your spring, place one red on, then take one blue off. Keep the platform extender on. We're gonna do some speed skater, and then we'll stretch and then we'll be done. You're gonna hold on to the bar, stand back up. One foot on the platform, one foot on the carriage, feet close together at the edges, hands to hips. Squatting down low, press the carriage leg out and in. It's gonna be pretty heavy on this red spring, so let's just go until we get a really good burn going. Probably about 10 to 15. If you wanna count, you can. I want your spine to be at a straight diagonal, collarbone wide. Hip joint of your supporting leg is directly over that platform extender. bring it in. Carefully, you can hold onto the bar if you want. Turn around, standing on the platform. Parallel feet right at the edges. Hands to hips. Squat down low. Somewhere between 10 to 20. Hips level, shoulders level. 3, keep hanging in there, 2, one more for good measure. All right, bring it in, hang on to that bar, carefully lower yourself down. Let's take a child's pose, big toes together, wide knees, hands up on that bar, sliding out, drop your chest heavy through your arms. And drawing that carriage all the way back in. Let's scooch our left foot against that left block. Right foot can come on the platform and slide out for Eve's lunge. Lifting up your chest, easing up on those arms. Left arm comes up and we bend slightly to the right. And coming back up, straightening out that right leg. I like to kind of wiggle the heel so it's right at the edge of your platform. Leaning forward for a hamstring stretch. Try not to be rounded through your back. Think wide collarbone. And draw that carriage back in. Let's switch legs. Hip flexor stretches first. Sinking those hips forward. Dropping the shoulders. Right arm comes up and we'll bend slightly to the left. And coming back up, you can wiggle your left heel to the edge of the platform. You can keep your hands up on the bar, or if you're even more flexible, feel free to come down to the railings. But still, I want you to really think wide, broad shoulders, straight spine. And drawing your carriage back in. Let's finish in a child's pose. Big toes together, wide knees, hands up on the bar for a big chest stretch. Big inhale in through the nose. Exhale, sink a little deeper. One more time, big inhale in. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Then slowly with your hips to your heels, draw your carriage in. Bring your hands to your knees, restacking the spine one vertebrae at a time. Take your shoulders up to your ears, down your back, and you're all done. Thank you so much. Hopefully you feel good. Those legs got a good workout. I know mine did. And I'll see you next time. Stay healthy. Bye.